Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, knights, revenant, the high elves, the dark elves, the barbarians, whatever you might be. I don't know if it's great to be in the Empire today. Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video, all my beautiful friends out there, where today I'm going to be talking about my second worst day in Raid Shadow Legends history. Actually, it's kind of like the third. People, come on over here. But you know what? If you want to start off on a happier note than I am right now, use the link down below if you're a new player. We're gonna hook you up with Tayrell, as well as Director Drath to get your journey up and running. And of course, big thanks as always to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this series. I wish they could have sponsored me when I got my problems today, but all right, people, enough crying. Here's what we got going on today. And today's also gonna be a moment of vulnerability. As I see, you know, you guys have been watching me document my series over the past several months with this brand new account here. Even my dog's crying in the background. Huh, can you hear him? Yeah, you can kind of hear him. He's crying as well. We're both howling away at what's going on right now. Basically, failures, things that I'm trying to learn. Again, this game is 6 years old at this point, and I'm really only getting into weeds for the past 6-7 months at this point, whatever it's been now. And there's a lot of things I still need to learn. And let's get into the boy, poor Kylo, he's crying away over there. Let's talk about what I have gathered us here today. It's because I am gonna fall short of the Tea Party Titan event, and I'm not going to get the Hatter Perfect Souls. And here's the thing, I'm so confused as to how I ran short. I mean, basically we have this fusion warm-up, you know, I just gotta open up some, you know, what's it called, not ancient shards, the mystery shards or whatever, so I'll be able to grab another 30 points, but I will still be 50 points short of the Hatter Perfect Soul. And you know what, before I kind of explain my issues and hopefully I can figure out the solution, because this is the second time something like this has happened. I almost got Sir Nicholas for free after the Lady Noelle fusion, but somehow missed a couple points and I didn't get Sir Nicholas. So I'm kind of upset about that. But if I pull up the beautiful Reddit page, apparently Misery does love company. We have Snootheads over on the Raid Shadow Legends Reddit page here. Only the fusion warm-up is left for me. That means I'm going to miss the soul by 30 points. I'm so mad at myself right now. And you know what, the comments? It brought me inspiration. Relax. If you got that far, that means you have a powerful account with lots of strong champions. Okay, yeah, I do. And Soul is not even the champion. Exactly, what am I crying about? Shit happens. There will be best days and worst days. Life keeps going as usual. If you see this as a big problem, then you have a pretty fine life. But I'm the king of Triple B, God's gift of mobile gaming. How can I miss this? Relax and switch attention to other stuff. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find great strength. Ronald McDonald, yeah, okay. And you know what? It's funny, the comments are very positive on this. I find it funny to see that, you know, stuff like this happens and we can joke about it. Jokes aside, though, I am a little kind of perplexed at how this works, because this is my second fusion that I've done. I got Noelle, I got Mad Hatter, but for whatever reason, I'm kind of like dropping the ball on these like bonus events that happen after the fusion. As I said, I barely missed out on the Sir Nicholas last time, barely missed out on the Hatter Perfect Soul this go around. And I think my biggest problem is I am so confused about finding official information on the calendar of events and how many points are associated with each one. Now, I was hoping to find, let me pull these resources up that I found. Like, I found this Lady Noelle thing. I couldn't find one for, you know, this event, for example. And I, like, is this on the official Reddit page? Not the Reddit page, the official forums? Because I can't find this on the forums. And you know, this person right here, Last FWD, somehow they found information to create a spreadsheet. And I'm like, why didn't I see this before? I wish I saw this before in case I missed anything. The only thing I didn't end up doing was the whole Deck of Fate. Maybe that's the reason why I'm falling short. Well, you know, it is. Because I was like, oh, I can skip out on this, right? Unfortunately, that's not the case. And again, I wish I had this. Now, I know in game, when you go inside of Raid Shadow Legends, you click on this, you go to news, you click on Tea Party Titan event. It tells you like the range of dates these events are gonna happen. So you get 900 points with the first part, 850 points in the second part. You can earn to a max of 1750, but you only need 1500. And it's like, all right, and of course as well, you see when you go inside the, you know, event, you know, you don't really get much of a heads up. You get like a couple days heads up on what's happening, and you can't even like check out the stuff in advance either. So where are people getting this info? Because I'm tired of messing up these post fusion events 2 out of 2 times. Fool me once, shame on, in the words of the wise bush. Shame on you. And if you fooled me, you can't fool me again. Wise words. And now I've been fooled again, my friend. So I don't know where people are finding this info, because I really need this. This is incredibly helpful. Like, for example, we're about to have the Lady Esmeralda, Lady Esme, I can't, the next huge event that's happening. I'm like, all right, where's the calendar of events? Where are people finding it? It's driving me crazy. And once I figure this out, then that way I can share it with you guys. So in case you're someone like me or my best friend right over here now, Misery Loves Company yet again, we can avoid these issues, because, you know, it's not a feel-good feeling, because if I was able to more, like, you know, I want the calendar. Where's the calendar? I feel like there's like a lack of like a central news segment or news website for me to pull up. Even like Hell Hades website couldn't find like these beautiful calendars. And again, maybe I'm not looking hard enough, and I'm sure my people in my Discord server are gonna point me in the right direction. Again, learning experience, and hopefully my failures can turn to other people's successes. But again, if I knew in advance that I was already running short, I would have saved some of my materials. Like, we did some upgrading the other day. You know, we upgraded, what was it, the Mad Hatter? And he's not gonna have the red star. We were upgrading the Mad Hatter the other day, and I was like, you know, I could have avoided that if I could have saved my skill tombs if I knew I was gonna run short, because that was kind of wasted. And of course, we upgraded our third Armand. Luckily, I didn't fully book him. I only did a couple books just to get the rest of the points. But again, I feel like this lack of information that I'm having, I'm missing out on good rewards, but I'm also wasting rewards. And in a game that's about resource management, it's not a good use of resource. Or, you know, I did a shard opening the other day. Probably could have completely bypassed the shard opening and just saved it for another time, potentially. So at the end of the day, people, all I know is that through failure comes success. And through successes, you will learn additional failures. And with this fusion that's going to be starting, I'm not sure when I'm going to release this video, but on Monday, again, I want to make sure that I don't miss any important key events that exist out there, missing any sort of additional resources that I might be able to get into my roster. And again, I was under the false premise, thinking that I'm cruising, I'm doing all right. Somewhere I missed something, even though I thought I was able to stay on top of it all. And I'm worried it's probably the Deck of Fate that likely I missed out. Let me pull up that spreadsheet one more time. With a Mad Hatter Soul Titan event, how many points? It was 100 in there, but I could have sworn I've done the rest. Maybe there was an Ancient Shard opening. I remember I didn't do, there was an Ancient Shard event, the get one free legendary if you actually can make it happen. I didn't do that, so maybe that's the issue. Summon Rush, maybe it was that. Maybe it was the Summon Rush, because I didn't open up any Ancient Shards, did I? Yeah, I don't think I opened up any Ancient Shards this go around if I go back in here and check. But again, having some sort of calendar that can keep track of all the different things. Yeah, I didn't do an Ancient Shard opening because I still have 30 shards right here. If I have like something like this at the very beginning, or at least like show me the calendar so I can make my own spreadsheet, that would be pretty nice. But at the end of the day, people, woe is me. It's I know, I feel like yet again I failed as the king of trippy gods get to mobile gaming, the 8th day of creation. Yes, after the 7th day, they're like, listen, we gotta create ourselves some mobile gaming god, and that was me, and I failed. But you know what? Even when you look at some of the greatest titans and heroes and gods of the past, look at Hercules. Failure leads to success, and that's exactly what we're gonna be aiming for. So people, if you're like me and you wanna have an awesome start, well, you want to have a more, if you don't want to be like me, let's do it that way. And you want a better start, how about use that link down below if you're a new player. We'll get you Tayro, we'll get your record draft up and running for all my new players out there. And you know what? We're gonna move forward. We're gonna move past this. I promise you. I know these might be dark times in our empire, missing out on the Mad Hatter Perfect Souls, but I promise you this: we're gonna figure it out. Hopefully, keyword hopefully, I can find out the solution to this. And more importantly, when we do finally become successful after overcoming this failure, we will say yet again how it's great to be in the Empire today.